Hey, it's been a while, hasn't it? Over a year now. Yeah, a lot of things have changed for sure. Um, whether you are a newcomer to the channel or an old diehard fan, I haven't been posting videos in over a year. This is not a comeback video. This is not like, guys, are you insanely hyped for my epic return? No, not at the moment. I basically stopped doing videos because I'm a lazy ass and I just wanted to waste my time doing different things rather than watching anime. So yeah, it's a dumbass decision, I guess, but whatever. I just have to apologize in advance for my runny nose and for my horrible voice because my throat hurts like a bitch. Anyway, my sickness doesn't matter anymore. You probably don't even care, and I wouldn't blame you. The topic of today is an anime called Devilman Crybaby. So, my girlfriend, she told me to watch it because that's her favorite anime. And I'm like, absolutely, if it's your favorite, then I'm gonna watch it too. Give it a chance. I didn't expect much. For sure, I didn't expect much. But whoa, wowie! Holy moly! This show, this anime impacted me a lot. It was a real kick in the dick. Let me explain why. So, yeah, Devilman Crybaby doesn't have a plot that is incredibly original, but it's still something that is an interesting concept. Basically, the whole show is about Akira, a crybaby boy who is like very empathetic to all of the world around him. He is very sad when a puppy dies, and he's like really affected by it. Um, and then there's his friend Rio. He's just a cold ass motherfucker who's like, yeah, you know what? Rather than crying for the puppy, let me just put it out of his misery. Let me just fucking stab him in the head. He is a guy who does not is not really a you know empathetic type of guy. If you know what I mean. So the story follows them. It skips a few years ahead, and you see Akira in like a high school marathon where he's running around, and competing in a running competition, I guess, or whatever. um, and it's like, okay, that's an interesting turn of events. It shows his life, it shows his daily routines, it shows his friends. Um, and in the first episode, a lot of things are established, especially when Rio returns in Akira's life. And they're both in a driveway, and Rio reveals to Akira, hey, you know what? Devils exist, and I'm gonna prove their existence to the world. And I was like, okay, that turned out of nowhere. That was a full 360 turnaround. You see a kid in high school doing a running marathon, and then, you know what, bro? There are devils in this world. I shit you not. That's a big, shift. That's where that's where it really got interesting. And the first episode, as I said, it does establish a lot. It does do a lot of interesting stuff, and it ends on a high note. And Akira, by Akira having devil abilities, devil power, or he's like a half man, half devil, devil man. So yeah, that's where the plot begins. Without spoiling a lot, I just wanted to give a rundown for the pilot episode, the first one. All I can say after this episode, it follows a few episodic ones that they exist for basically character development for the side characters, in order to make you care about them. They did want they did want to establish a lot of characters and to complete their arcs. And to be honest, they did an incredible job in only 10 episodes. In only 10 episodes. It's insane. Yeah. Basically the next episodes are as I said, episodic, concentrate on certain different characters until something big happens. Now, the plot of Devilman Crybaby is ever changing, it's very flexible. It never stays the same. From a high school slice of life to a fucking apocalyptic Satan versus God battle. And it's insane. It is so insane. Um, Basically, I do think that Devilman Crybaby perfectly shows how the human condition works, how the human nature work. When they see something that is new, when they see something that is like unusual, they always are afraid. Always, when push comes to shove, always people are always gonna look after their backs without giving a shit who else dies. And this raw, disgusting human nature is perfectly presented in this show. There are a lot of violent moments, a lot of them. A lot of sexual nudity, a lot of sex scenes, a lot of fucking and titties and pussies and dicks. It's basically a porn. It's fucking hentai. It could easily be a hentai. But yeah, I'm just saying that so it's just so you know, it's not the most family friendly show out there. It's not for the faint of heart either. There's a lot of violence, a lot of blood, yada yada yada. But these things only add flavor to the main course, and the main course is the story's development, the characters. Akira and Ryo's relationship is a very weird one because will they be friends if they had anyone else in their life? Who knows? But all of their lives, they spend it together. They were very close to each other, and a lot of shit happens with Ryo, which I'll not spoil, that really impacts their relationship a lot. And it's a very interesting development of the show. Um, it really does establish a lot of different character arcs, and as I said, for only 10 episodes, it completes all of these character arcs. It is so impressive. Um, yeah, and some people are complaining about the pacing, saying it's too fast. Things are changing too quickly. No, not enough development. I see your point. If you think that way, is that a problem for me? No, I really like straight to the point things. I really do. I don't want something to drag out for long. And in Devilman, it's nuts to butts. Incredible fucking pacing from beginning to end. It's always something happening, something interesting. It keeps your attention, which is very important. It's never boring. And yeah, um, a lot of people say that Devilman is about nothing. Devilman Crybaby. I disagree. It really does put a lot of philosophical theories, and even shows how the devils, these horrid, incredibly evil creatures, actually have even more sympathy than humans. Sometimes we humans become the devils. Sometimes, most of the times, we are the ones who are bringing hell into this world and not the other way around. While pointing the finger at others, we always fail to look at ourselves and say, how can we change? How can we make things better? Rather than basically um, pointing to someone else and saying, "Oh, he is to blame. She is to blame." This Devilman really shows how humans react in dire situations. It really shows you what may happen if the world reaches a fucking apocalypse. You know, um, and the only way that will happen is if we cause it ourselves, basically. So yeah, Devilman Crybaby. Um, there's a lot of It's so much, this anime. It's so much in such a little amount of time. In 10 episodes, as I said. And it's really impressive what it achieves. The character development is great. The pacing for me is great, even though maybe a bit too quick for some people, but not for me. I'm fine with it. And of course, the ending. The ending to this anime is one of the most insane, controversial, I know, but I loved it. I loved the fact that there is no happy ending. The whole story would have been ruined if there was a happy ending. It wouldn't make sense. And I'm glad that the show really took it far in terms of everything. And it was really impactful. I will remember Devilman Crybaby for years to come. I learned a lot of stuff from it. It really isn't about nothing. Some people say it's about nothing. It is. It has so much meaning if you really dig deep. And the characters, most of them are pretty well developed. There's a lot of characters that die as well, which is something that I love. I really want and like character deaths. So yeah. Do I have any issues with it? I wouldn't say I do. I think for everything that it does it perfectly well. And for the runtime that it had, I had no issues with the show. This anime was one to remember, and I'll probably remember it for years to come. And I once again thank my girlfriend for showing me this anime. She is amazing. And I'm basically doing this video for her, so hopefully she is happy as well. I hope we're all happy. Hope we're all having fun. And if somebody actually watches this video, good for you, my boy. Do I understand why? No, I wouldn't watch myself. But if you did stay for the, nearly 13 minutes, well, I'm glad you did. To be honest, this show, it really is something to talk about. I could talk about it for hours, but this would involve a lot of spoilers. All I can say is that if you're a fan of like dark action, bloody gore philosophy, it has everything you need. If you're that type of type of guy. If you like Chainsaw Man, I think you would love Devilman as well. That kind of shit. If you're like I don't know, a slice of life guy, you could even enjoy it. This anime has so much. I think that most people will enjoy it, but be aware, it's violent, it's fucking unapologetically gruesome. It's not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. Yep. So yeah. My final rating for this show is a 10 out of 10. I loved it. It was amazing. It was great. And that ending, man. I'm gonna remember it for years to come. It really was something. So anyway, thanks for watching this low effort video. I just wanted to yap about Devilman. I just wanted to yap about how I enjoyed it. Basically do nothing, lie on my bed. Same setup as well, same background. Yeah. If you did watch this video and if you liked it, drop a like. If you want, you can comment. If you want, you can subscribe. Do whatever you want. It's your life. So yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna do a video again soon. I have no idea. I'm making no promises, but hopefully you enjoyed this video. And don't be like Ryu. Don't be like Ryu. This guy is not cool. I don't think he's very cool. No. I would say that Akira is a perfect role model for people. He is like always keeping his human nature, no matter how the world around him destroys him or pummels him down or shows him that his kindness will never be enough for this world. It will never be something that will grant you happiness. He still remains human in heart, even though he does get possessed by a devil. And I do think there's symbolism in this. I do think there is. So yeah, it was a great anime. Loved it very much so. And yeah, that's basically it, guys and gals. See you next time if there is a next time. And yeah. Bye bye.